Welcome back. We are practicing 30 days of gratitude where we shift our attention to a place of abundance and leave the scarcity mindset behind, where we start to focus on the things that we want and show appreciation for the things that we have so that we are actually shifting ourselves to that positive mindset and attracting more things to us. So we're on day 15, and the affirmation for today is I receive with ease. I receive with ease. When you are thinking about receiving something in your life, something that you wanted to have for a very long time, something that you just always thought that should be yours, what feelings come up when you think about those things? Do you feel like it's difficult to attain? You have to put in a lot of work to get it. It's going to take a long time. It's hard. It's been a hard time, a hard journey getting to this point to receive it. It's been a long time and I still haven't had it. What are you thinking about when you're thinking about receiving certain things? Think about those times when you get things easily. You just thought about it and it happened that quick. You might have even thought about somebody and they called you. It's just no conscious thought of, this long story about, oh, this person never calls me. But the times when you thought about somebody and they called you, or made a decision and then went through, or knew something was yours and it happened. You knew you was going to go on this trip and you didn't have a doubt about it. You just was going. And it just went smoothly because you knew it. You created plans and you did not doubt it at all. You just knew it was yours. It wasn't difficult. It was going to happen. That's what I want. And it happened. Now, think about that and think about the times where, compare that to the times where you put the umph on it where, oh, it's so hard and difficult. I got to put in a lot of work to get here. It never works out for me. It's going to be a long journey. It's so hard to meet people out here. People are this, that, and the third. This whole story that you have created to that and how it's hard to get there and you're working hard to get there. Compare those two feelings. What's the difference between those two? How does your body feel differently in those situations? What are you doing to create the blockages that are stopping you from receiving the things that you want? Are there blockages there? Because the negative mindset that's there, some things that need to be addressed that are preventing these things from coming into your life. Because if you don't truly believe that it's yours, then it's not. If you believe that you have to chase something and force it to happen, then that's what you're going to have to do. Chase it and force it to happen. If you believe it's going to take a lot of hard work to get it, then it's going to take a lot of hard work to get it. You ever seen somebody that things just look so easy for them? You don't know what they go through getting things. But have you ever seen someone that looks like things just go good for them? Things always work out. And what's their demeanor? Although you don't know what they go through to receive it, but what is their demeanor that they carry? Are they looking burdened and in a struggle and that it's hard and I got to make this sacrifice and I got to da-da-da? All of these stories that we told ourselves that has to happen for you to receive something. Is that happening from you looking externally at the situation? And then think about yourself, how you feel about receiving. Are you doing that? Have you created this story? What story have you created? It may be time to rewrite the story. It may be time to let the old story go and start a new one so that you can put yourself in a position of receiving. The affirmation is, I receive with ease. The somatic practice is open palms upward, a receiving position where you allow yourself to feel as though you're receiving. Open palms upward. This is the somatic practice. And maybe you need to sit here in this position for a minute and allow yourself to get used to receiving. Some of us are not used to receiving. The visualization is energy flowing into your hands. So there again, as you're in the somatic practice, allow yourself to visualize energy flowing into your hands, and you're actually being magnetic and pulling in positive energy into your hands. Some of us are such doers and givers and oversharers that we don't know how to receive. So because we don't know how to receive, and because of story that receiving is considered weak, you don't want to look like you don't know something. So you don't want to look like you don't know something, so you don't ask. And you don't allow things to be given to you because you don't want to look like you were not capable of receiving things. Somebody opens the door for you and you hardly, looking nervous about them opening the door, holding the door for you. Somebody gives you a gift and you're just like, oh, well, I really don't need that. Somebody give you a compliment and you won't receive it because I don't know. It's just the compliment is bringing attention to something in you that you may not necessarily be comfortable with. And so therefore you shy into, I'm blocking it. I don't want to receive it. Somebody tries to give you a gift with money or something and you give it back. Somebody give you a tip or pay you for a service and you give them the money back and say, no, it's okay. Not just because you're trying to do a good deed, but because you have a problem with receiving. So ask yourself, do you have a problem with receiving? Because if you have a problem with receiving, that's the problem. That means that you're not in a position to receive, whether it's money, love, time, spent with on something with someone, a house, a home, a car, whether it's friendship. No matter what it is, if you have a blockage there for receiving, then you may be blocking other things in your life from coming in because you have this problem with receiving. As soon as you get it, it goes away. Or it's hard to attain because you have a problem with receiving. Because in your mind, receiving equals weakness for some reason. And so that's the issue that needs to be addressed to remove that blockage so that you're able to put yourself in a receiving mode. Because receiving requires a level of vulnerability. It really does. And if you don't know how to be vulnerable or won't allow yourself to be vulnerable in order to receive something, then how can you receive it? Receiving does not mean weak. True balance is when you're able to give and receive. When you realize that this is a cycle that is working for you, that when you push out, then you receive back what you get. It's not balanced and stable when all you do is give. You're giving away your energy as you continue to give. And if energy, consider yourself being a box of energy. And if you just keep giving all that out, what's left in the box for you? How strong is that box when there's nothing in it? So you have to allow yourself to receive to keep this stable foundation. Giving and receiving balance each other. So it's not a weakness. It's keeping a cycle, a process going that is stronger when it's moving like that versus going in one direction or receiving too much and not knowing how to give. That's the same thing. It needs to be some sort of balance. If you keep receiving all the time, that's gonna backfire as well at some point. You have to get into a state of giving as well. So, because if you don't give, then the receiving is gonna run out, basically. So, the journal prompt is, what makes receiving uncomfortable? What is it that makes receiving uncomfortable for you? What story have you told yourself about receiving that makes it uncomfortable for you? Somebody gives you a compliment and then you just don't want to take it. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you are so beautiful. Oh, I'm all right. Even when somebody say, how's your day going? Trying to make it. Same thing. Trying not to look weak. Who cares? Who cares? Does it even matter? People will think what they want to think. So what? They're going to. Period. Because that's just the world we live in. So if somebody wants to think you're weak because you're receiving, oh well. So what? Only you know your story. It's your journey. And they have theirs. So that's our journal prompt. What makes receiving uncomfortable? What standard are you creating by not allowing yourself to receive? Think about that. Are you looking like you don't need anything? And so therefore you never have anything. Nobody gives you anything. Nobody does anything for you because you put this whole image up like, I'm good. I don't need anything. And then on the other side, when you're alone, you're thinking, nobody ever does anything for me. So see, this doesn't match. It's a conflict. You're portraying the image that I don't need anything. I'm good. I got it all together. I'm exactly where I want to be in my life and I have everything that I need. You're putting this image out on the outside, but when you're alone, you're saying nobody does anything for me. I don't have any friends. Nobody wants to spend time with me. Nobody gives me compliments. Nobody likes me. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? So the question is, who are you when you're alone? Are the stories balancing out? So you have to be real with yourself and be genuine, because when we are showing gratitude, all of these processes that we're doing them from a level of the authenticity, not lying to ourselves and tricking ourselves and trying to cheat the universe and make things go crazy, or, we doing things from an authentic, high vibrational space, expecting high vibrational things to come into our lives. And being truthful with ourselves so that we don't have these imbalances and things going left because we are making them go left because our thoughts are all over the place, are confusing. We have conflict within, so then conflict shows up on the outside. So we want to be authentic and doing these practices are true to ourselves, because nobody else knows what's going on inside of you. This is between you, yourself, and you, me, myself, and I. The journal is journal prompt, what makes receiving uncomfortable? So think about what makes yourself uncomfortable receiving and address those issues so that you can get rid of these blockages. The stories that you told, it may be time to tell yourself a new story. It may be time to delete those old stories. Cancel, cut, delete, and rewrite the new story. So if it was hard to receive and that you got to put in a lot of work and a struggle and all this other stuff that we create, these stories we created because it was popular or we just saw people do those things. You got to make all this sacrifice. You got to lose and all this other stuff to gain something. All these stories that we put emphasis on. It may be time to cancel, cut, delete those stories. Let them go. Envision them leaving. Envision them burning away, and create a new story, rewriting how easy it is for something to come to you. Something coming to you instantly. So it's just about the way we think and reframing the way that we think, adjusting the way that we think. Because when we think a certain way, our bodies start to feel a certain way. So even if you created this story in your mind and it exists there, your body is working in congruency with, I think that's the right word, with your thought. So because it's working with that thought, your body already recognizes and has created a feeling that goes along with the emotion of the story that you created. So if you say that it's hard to do something, your body may tense up every time you get in the position to do it. So now what signal are you sending out? So it's everything working together. So it's almost like we have to be aware of these stories, the feelings in our body, everything, so that we can remove the blockages and put ourselves into a position of receiving and being ready for it. Because again, being true to yourself is being ready to receive. If you don't have anything lined up, but you say, oh, I want to go purchase this home, and you have nothing ready, the mindset is not there. What it takes to maintain a home, you don't know anything about this. You don't have the resources. And not to say you have to have everything, but I'm saying some of those foundational things, some of that work that had to be applied to receive, some things have to be in place to make it ready, right? So if you haven't put yourself in a position, placed yourself in a position to meet someone, you know, to be prepared for a job that you want or starting a new business, if you haven't done that, are you really in the position of receiving? So it takes some work, not just being hopeful. It takes work, putting yourself in the position to receive. The practice is say thank you fully. So when somebody does something for you, show gratitude and say thank you. I appreciate that. Don't be embarrassed like, oh, somebody had to give me something. Thank you. Because you don't want to look needy. Who cares? Just say thank you. Somebody gave you something, say thank you. Somebody gave you a compliment, say thank you. Somebody opened the door for you, say thank you. You know, the world we're in now is, when I see people be kind to one another, just by saying thank you, it's very rare sometimes to see that. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, that still exists. You spreading this, when you are doing things like that, you are spreading this to other people. And so, like, even if you feel like you're not confident enough to say thank you, and you make yourself confident in the moment to say thank you, you never know what you are doing to somebody else. What if somebody else never told that person thank you for holding the door? That small thing could have made a change in that person. So show gratitude. The tip for today is deep belly breathing. So sit quietly, breathe deeply into your belly and let your belly expand. And as you breathe out, blow out of your mouth. And sit for yourself for about 10 minutes and let your nervous system reset. Showing gratitude for the things that are improving you. Showing gratitude for good health, for love, for peace. And allowing yourself to release those negative emotions, anxiety, fear, guilt, shame, all of those things as you breathe out. Breathe in, breathing in love and healing, positivity, and breathe out fear, shame, guilt, etc. So that is our holistic tip for today. So I will see you all tomorrow. I hope everyone is well. Thank you all for liking and subscribing to my channel. I hope something that I said resonated with you. If it has, then like and subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.